Well, we get back in on the bus with Hamilton, start working on tomorrow. You know, it's one of those nights where you probably put the computer away and, you know, try to focus on a couple of things for tomorrow and just, you know, obviously you got to put this one behind you.
I'm sure you felt last night that a turning point, but it turned out to be just in reverse tonight.
Yeah, you know, it's a funny game. It can happen. Hopefully tomorrow will be the turning point. You know, we can come out and do the same thing we did last night tomorrow. You get that opportunity here. So, you know, we hope for a lot better tonight. You know, I thought we were on the right track, but now we gotta get back on.
How much of it was goaltending?
We didn't get much of a chance to play in the game tonight. That's the brutal truth of it. You know, when you get 3 goals on the first 5 shots, I mean, it's tough to play from that and against a good team and have a legitimate shot at coming back. So, you know, we didn't have the best chance out of the games tonight.
Ellis talked about how one thing to take from this is your third period was the fact that the team, you know, continued to push throughout, something to be proud of at least.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, I told the guys that after the game. I mean, you can go a lot of different directions in those games, and the thing that we've got to keep in mind is we're trying to build good habits. I think that's the most difficult part of one of those games is that you're, you know, in a situation it's not good, and guys start taking shortcuts and they stop playing the right way, or they don't get to playing the right way, and then it hurts you long term. So when you're in these games, you want to make sure that you only get burned tonight, and you put together some good habits for tomorrow.
Why go with Nate tonight? I mean, Mackey was good last night. He played back. He was good against the Wolves back last year.
Yeah. I guess there are a lot of different reasons went into it. I think, you know, Nathan's got to play at some point. So, you know, Mackey played well last night, and just statistics will tell you that goalies aren't as sharp the second night. Now, obviously, if we'd known now what we knew then, maybe we would have done it differently. But Nathan's a good goaltender. He's going to get it back on track. He had a good third period tonight. You know, he bounced back after a rough start, and you know, you can look at it 1,000 different ways. We did what we did, and now we got to move forward.
What was the reason to switch for the third?
Nathan's got to play, and he's got to get back in the net, and he's got to start building. Just like our team, he's got to build up his habits, and he's got to get his confidence back. He's got to feel some pucks off him. And obviously, you know, we felt pretty strongly as a coaching staff that we were going to push hard in the third and make the game as easy as we could on him. And obviously they're up big, so they're probably not going to go as hard either. So we thought it was a good situation to get him in there and get some confidence back.
Is it to save Mackey for tomorrow too, or not?
That was partially the thinking. We haven't decided 100% who's going to go tomorrow, but it would have been really difficult for Mackey to go, you know, basically 5 out of the last 6 periods, and then all 3 last night. So.
Are you worried about Nate? I mean, you're saying he's a good goalie. We saw what he did last year, but he's been pulled several.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried. You know, this is, you know, it's a bit of a trend right now. You know, with him, he's had some inflated numbers in some games that, you know, for our hockey team, when you're playing from behind like that all the time, that early, again, we talk about playing the right way, and you know, you feel like you got to press right out of the gates because you're down 2 or 3 early as a game for your team in terms of your habits that you build up. So he's a good goalie. He's going to get it straightened out. We just got to make sure that's sooner rather than later.
Concerned that the team is starting to just lack confidence? I mean, the first one goes in to...
Yeah, I mean, you could feel a little bit there was a little bit of deflation on the bench. But you know what, I will say this, that you know, even there, I think there was a point it was either 4-1 or 5-1, and the talk on the bench, the guys still thought we were going to get back in the game, and that we were gonna make it a tight game. I think it was similar to, you know, the Adirondack game where I think we went down 4-1 and we came back and made it 4-3 and really pushed. And again, we've just been in that situation way too much, where you know, you're not giving yourself a great chance if you're in that situation.
You don't want to be pulling goalies this much.
No, I don't want to pull them at all. You know, and it's not something that we've had to do a lot of, and it's not something, you know, it's always a question, when's the right time, and really you keep your team in mind and you keep the player in mind. And I didn't see tonight with Nathan any reason to keep him in there it was time for Mackey to go in and then, you know, let Nathan refocus and then play the third. I don't wanna do it again.
No. You know it's you know it might be coming though, when the backup is starting to turn around.
Yeah, exactly.
Injuries, okay, nothing?
I haven't heard anything yet, so I'm assuming there's nothing so far. There's no